In today's fast-paced world, anxiety has become a constant companion for many, whispering fears and uncertainties into our minds. It seeps into our daily lives, robbing us of peace and clarity, and leaving us feeling overwhelmed and powerless. But what if there was a way to reclaim your inner calm and resilience, to face life's challenges with a steady heart and a clear mind? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers timeless wisdom for navigating the turbulence of modern life. By adopting Stoic principles, you can transform anxiety from a paralyzing force into a powerful catalyst for personal growth. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose, meeting obstacles with courage, and ending each night with a serene mind, knowing you've lived in alignment with your deepest values. This journey isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending everything is perfect. It's about embracing the full spectrum of human experience, understanding that you have the power to shape your responses and find tranquility amid the chaos. These 18 Stoic solutions are not just abstract ideas. They are practical, actionable steps that you can integrate into your daily life to build a foundation of inner strength and peace. Embark on this path with an open heart and a willing mind, ready to explore the profound insights of Stoic wisdom. Let these practices guide you towards a life of greater resilience, purpose, and fulfillment. Together, we can learn to master our anxieties and live with the grace and fortitude of a true Stoic. Let's begin. 1. Focus on what you can control. Anxiety often manifests when we feel overwhelmed by circumstances beyond our control. This overwhelming sensation arises from a fundamental misunderstanding of what lies within our sphere of influence and what does not. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who laid the groundwork for much of modern self-help and cognitive behavioral techniques, emphasize a critical distinction: the boundary between what we can change and what we cannot. By concentrating our energy and attention solely on our actions, thoughts, and responses, we reclaim a significant portion of our power and reduce unnecessary anxiety. To understand this concept deeply, imagine you are a captain of a ship at sea. The weather, the waves, and the wind are all beyond your control. What you can control, however, is how you navigate the ship, the preparations you make before setting sail, and the way you respond to the challenges presented by the sea. Focusing on what you can control allows you to steer your ship effectively, regardless of the external conditions. In practical terms, when faced with a stressful situation, it's essential to ask yourself a simple yet profound question: what can I do about this right now? This question directs your thoughts and actions towards the aspects of the situation within your control, helping to alleviate feelings of helplessness. For example, if you are anxious about an upcoming job interview, focus on what you can control: your preparation, your knowledge about the company, your outfit, and your mindset. You cannot control the interviewer's mood or the questions they will ask, so worrying about these aspects is futile. Focusing on what you can control also involves accepting what you cannot change. Acceptance does not mean resignation, but rather recognizing the reality of a situation. It involves understanding that while you cannot control the actions of others, natural events, or past occurrences, you can control your response to these events. This acceptance is empowering because it shifts your focus from external circumstances to your internal capacity for resilience and adaptability. To implement this Stoic principle, start by making a list of your worries. Divide them into two categories: those within your control and those outside of it. For the items within your control, brainstorm actionable steps you can take. For the items outside your control, practice acceptance and redirect your energy towards what you can influence. This exercise helps to clarify where your efforts should be focused, and reduces the mental clutter that contributes to anxiety. Another powerful technique is to develop a mantra or a set of affirmations that reinforce this focus. Phrases like, "I control my actions, not the outcome," or "I focus on what I can change," can serve as reminders to center your thoughts and efforts on what is within your power. Repeating these affirmations, especially in moments of heightened anxiety, can help ground you and shift your mindset from one of helplessness to one of empowerment. The practice of focusing on what you can control also intersects with the concept of responsibility. Taking responsibility for your actions and decisions reinforces your sense of agency. It encourages a proactive rather than reactive approach to life. When you acknowledge that your actions have a direct impact on your well-being and that of others, you become more mindful and intentional in your daily choices. Moreover, focusing on what you can control cultivates a growth mindset. It encourages you to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and improvement rather than insurmountable obstacles. This perspective fosters resilience and a sense of progress, even in the face of adversity. For instance, if you face criticism at work, instead of feeling anxious about your performance, focus on how you can use the feedback to improve and grow in your role. In addition to these strategies, it is crucial to build a support system that reinforces this Stoic principle. Surround yourself with individuals who understand and practice the philosophy of focusing on controllables. Engage in discussions and activities that promote this mindset. Sharing your experiences and learning from others can provide valuable insights and encouragement. Focusing on what you can control also aligns with mindfulness practices. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By concentrating on your immediate actions and responses, you naturally become more mindful. This practice reduces anxiety by anchoring you in the present rather than allowing your mind to wander into the uncertain future or the unchangeable past. In essence, the Stoic solution of focusing on what you can control is about reclaiming your power and directing it where it can be most effective. It is about acknowledging the limits of your influence and embracing the freedom that comes with this understanding. By channeling your energy towards actions and thoughts within your control, you build a foundation of stability and resilience that supports you through life's inevitable challenges. Implementing this principle requires consistent practice and reflection. Regularly assess your thoughts and actions to ensure they align with this focus. Over time, this practice will become more intuitive, and you will find yourself less affected by external circumstances and more confident in your ability to navigate life's complexities. Ultimately, focusing on what you can control transforms anxiety into a manageable and even productive force. It shifts your perspective from one of helplessness to one of empowerment, allowing you to face challenges with clarity and purpose. This Stoic principle is not just a technique for managing anxiety, it is a profound way of living that promotes inner peace and resilience. 2. Practice negative visualization. Negative visualization, or Premeditatio Malorum, is a powerful Stoic technique designed to prepare the mind for potential adversities. Contrary to what might seem like pessimism, this practice cultivates resilience and gratitude. By envisioning the worst-case scenarios, we reduce the fear of the unknown and develop a deeper appreciation for what we currently have. This preparation makes us less likely to be caught off guard by life's inevitable challenges, transforming anxiety into a tool for personal growth. Imagine that you have an important presentation at work. Naturally, you might feel anxious about the possible outcomes. Rather than suppressing these fears, Stoicism invites you to confront them head-on. Visualize yourself forgetting your key points, facing tough questions from the audience, or dealing with technical difficulties. Imagine the embarrassment and discomfort in vivid detail. This may seem counterintuitive, but by exploring these scenarios in your mind, you familiarize yourself with the emotional responses they trigger. The next step is to consider how you would cope with these situations. For instance, if you forget your key points, how might you recover? Could you prepare backup notes or practice techniques to stay calm and think on your feet? By planning your responses, you build a mental toolkit for managing these challenges effectively. This mental rehearsal not only reduces the power of these fears, but also equips you with practical strategies to handle them if they occur. Another example could be related to health anxieties. If you frequently worry about falling ill, imagine what would happen if you did. Visualize the process of seeking medical help, receiving treatment, and eventually recovering. This helps demystify the experience and makes it less daunting. You may also recognize that many of your fears are manageable, which can significantly reduce anxiety. Negative visualization can be applied to personal relationships as well. Suppose you fear losing a close friendship. Visualize the worst-case scenario, a falling out, the pain of separation, and the process of moving on. By mentally rehearsing this, you prepare yourself emotionally. Additionally, this exercise can deepen your appreciation for your current relationship, motivating you to nurture it more mindfully. An essential aspect of negative visualization is balancing it with gratitude. After envisioning the worst, take a moment to appreciate what you have. This contrast enhances your awareness of the present moment's value. For example, after imagining losing your job, you may feel a renewed sense of gratitude for your current employment, the skills you have developed, and the opportunities available to you. To incorporate negative visualization into your daily routine, set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on potential challenges. This practice can be part of your morning routine, a meditative exercise, or a nightly reflection. Consistency is key to making this technique an effective tool for managing anxiety. It's also beneficial to keep a journal of your visualizations and reflections. Writing down your worst-case scenarios and your coping strategies can help you process your thoughts more thoroughly. It provides a reference point to revisit and refine your approaches over time. This journal can also serve as a testament to your resilience, showing how you've faced and managed various challenges. While practicing negative visualization, it's important to maintain a balanced perspective. The goal is not to dwell on fears or become overly pessimistic, but to build mental fortitude. Ensure that you spend equal time visualizing positive outcomes and planning for success. This dual approach keeps your mindset balanced and constructive. For example, after visualizing a failed presentation, spend time visualizing a successful one. Picture yourself delivering your points clearly, engaging the audience, and receiving positive feedback. This positive visualization complements the negative by reinforcing confidence and optimism. Incorporating this practice into your interactions with others can also be enlightening. When discussing potential challenges with friends or family, share your visualizations and listen to theirs. This exchange can offer new perspectives and coping strategies, strengthening your support network. It's crucial to remember that negative visualization is not about attracting negative outcomes, but about mentally preparing for all possibilities. By doing so, you reduce the element of surprise and increase your ability to remain composed and effective under pressure. This preparation can transform anxiety from a paralyzing force into a motivating one, driving you to take proactive steps towards your goals. Moreover, this practice enhances your emotional resilience. By repeatedly exposing yourself to potential adversities in your mind, you become desensitized to their emotional impact. This resilience makes you better equipped to handle real-life challenges with a calm and collected demeanor. In summary, negative visualization is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, offering a profound way to manage anxiety. By imagining worst-case scenarios and planning your responses, you build mental resilience and practical coping strategies. This practice shifts your relationship with fear, turning it into a source of strength rather than weakness. Coupled with gratitude and positive visualization, it provides a balanced approach to facing life's uncertainties. By consistently applying negative visualization, you transform anxiety into an ally. You learn to navigate challenges with confidence, appreciate the present more deeply, and approach life with a resilient and prepared mindset. This Stoic technique, though ancient, offers timeless wisdom for modern anxiety, empowering you to face the future with courage and clarity. 3. Mindfulness and presence. Mindfulness and presence are essential Stoic practices that help ground us in the moment, reducing anxiety about the future or regrets about the past. These practices involve fully engaging with the here and now, bringing a heightened awareness to our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. By cultivating mindfulness, we can mitigate the mental chatter that fuels anxiety and find a serene focus in the present. Imagine walking through a beautiful garden. The vibrant colors of the flowers, the gentle rustling of leaves, the soft scent of blooming petals, all these sensory details are there for you to experience. However, if your mind is preoccupied with worries about tomorrow's meeting or regrets about yesterday's conversation, you miss the richness of the moment. Mindfulness invites you to fully immerse yourself in the present, to feel the earth beneath your feet, to notice the intricate patterns on a leaf, to breathe in the fresh air deeply. One effective way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Start with simple breathing exercises. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Focus on your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Notice the sensation of the air filling your lungs and the gentle release as you exhale. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath without judgment. This exercise helps train your mind to stay anchored in the present moment. Incorporating mindfulness into daily activities can also be incredibly beneficial. Take, for instance, eating a meal. Instead of rushing through it or being distracted by your phone or TV, focus on the experience of eating. Notice the texture, flavor, and aroma of each bite. Chew slowly and savor the food. This mindful eating practice not only enhances your appreciation of the meal, but also brings a sense of calm and presence to your day. Mindfulness can also be practiced in routine tasks like washing dishes. Feel the warmth of the water, the smoothness of the soap, and the motion of your hands as you clean each dish. By paying attention to these small details, you transform a mundane chore into a meditative practice, grounding yourself in the present. Another powerful method to cultivate mindfulness is through mindful walking. As you walk, pay attention to each step, the contact your feet make with the ground, and the rhythm of your movement. Notice your surroundings, the trees, the sky, the sounds around you. This practice not only enhances your physical awareness, but also brings a deeper connection to your environment. Mindfulness extends to your interactions with others as well. When conversing with someone, give them your full attention. Listen actively, without planning your response while they are speaking. Notice their expressions, tone of voice, and body language. This level of presence deepens your connection with others and fosters more meaningful interactions, reducing anxiety that often stems from misunderstandings and social pressures. Journaling is another excellent tool for mindfulness. Take a few minutes each day to write down your thoughts and feelings. This practice helps you process your emotions, reflect on your experiences, and gain insights into your mental patterns. By putting your thoughts on paper, you create a space for self-exploration and clarity, which can alleviate anxiety and promote a sense of peace. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of aligning our actions with our values. When we live in accordance with our principles, we experience a sense of integrity and fulfillment. Reflect on your core values and consider how your daily actions align with them. This alignment fosters a deeper sense of purpose and presence in your life, reducing the dissonance that often leads to anxiety. Engaging with nature is another effective way to practice mindfulness. Spend time outdoors, whether it's a walk in the park, a hike in the mountains, or simply sitting in your backyard. Nature has a calming effect, helping us reconnect with the present moment. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, and smells of the natural world. This connection with nature can be profoundly grounding and soothing. Mindfulness also involves accepting our emotions without judgment. When you feel anxious, instead of trying to push the feeling away, acknowledge it. Notice where the anxiety manifests in your body, perhaps a tightness in your chest or a fluttering in your stomach. By observing your emotions without labeling them as good or bad, you create a space for understanding and compassion. This acceptance can reduce the intensity of your anxiety and provide a pathway to dealing with it constructively. Practicing gratitude is another aspect of mindfulness. Take time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from what is lacking or worrying you to the abundance in your life. Gratitude fosters a positive mindset and enhances your overall sense of well-being. Incorporating mindfulness and presence into your daily life requires practice and patience. Start with small steps and gradually expand your mindfulness practices. The key is consistency and an open, non-judgmental attitude towards yourself. Over time, these practices can transform your relationship with anxiety, helping you find peace and clarity in the present moment. In essence, mindfulness and presence are about reclaiming your awareness and grounding yourself in the now. By fully engaging with the present, you reduce the mental distractions that fuel anxiety and develop a deeper appreciation for the life you are living. This Stoic approach not only mitigates anxiety, but also enriches your experience of each moment, leading to a more fulfilling and tranquil existence. 4. View anxiety as a teacher. Viewing anxiety as a teacher is a transformative Stoic approach that invites us to reframe our relationship with our fears and worries. Instead of seeing anxiety as an adversary to be defeated, we can consider it as a guide that reveals valuable insights about ourselves and our lives. This perspective encourages us to learn from our anxiety, understanding its roots and messages, and ultimately using it to foster personal growth and resilience. Consider the story of an ancient warrior preparing for battle. The night before, he feels a deep sense of anxiety, a tightening in his chest, and a swirl of thoughts about what might happen on the battlefield. Instead of trying to suppress these feelings, he sits with them, examining their origins. He realizes that his anxiety stems from a desire to protect his comrades and fulfill his duty. This insight transforms his anxiety into a source of motivation, sharpening his focus and resolve for the coming day. In our modern lives, we might not face literal battles, but we do encounter numerous challenges that trigger anxiety. By viewing anxiety as a teacher, we can start to ask important questions. What is this anxiety trying to tell me? Is there something I need to address or change in my life? For example, if you feel anxious about a project at work, it might indicate that you need more preparation or that the project is misaligned with your values and strengths. Understanding these signals can help you make necessary adjustments and reduce the anxiety associated with the task. One practical way to view anxiety as a teacher is through reflective journaling. When you feel anxious, Take some time to write about your feelings. Explore the specific thoughts and situations that trigger your anxiety. Ask yourself questions like, "What am I afraid of?" and "What can I learn from this fear?" This process of introspection can uncover underlying issues that need your attention. By addressing these root causes, you not only alleviate anxiety, but also gain a deeper understanding of yourself. Another approach is to use anxiety as a prompt for self-improvement. For instance, if public speaking makes you anxious, instead of avoiding it, you could see it as an opportunity to develop your communication skills. Attend workshops, practice in smaller settings, and gradually build your confidence. Each step you take reduces your anxiety and enhances your capabilities. Over time, what once was a source of fear becomes a testament to your growth and perseverance. Meditation is another powerful tool in this journey. Mindfulness meditation, in particular, teaches us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When anxiety arises, instead of reacting to it with avoidance or panic, we can sit with it, acknowledging its presence and exploring its nature. This practice cultivates a compassionate awareness that can transform our relationship with anxiety. We begin to see it not as an enemy, but as a part of our human experience that offers valuable lessons. Engaging with supportive communities can also help in reframing anxiety. Sharing your experiences with others who understand and empathize can provide new perspectives and coping strategies. In these communities, you might hear stories of how others have learned from their anxieties, turning them into sources of strength and wisdom. These narratives can inspire you to view your own anxiety through a similar lens. Physical exercise is another way to use anxiety constructively. When we engage in physical activity, our bodies release endorphins, which can improve our mood and reduce anxiety. Exercise also provides a healthy outlet for the physical symptoms of anxiety, such as restlessness or tension. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or even a simple walk in nature can help ground you in the present moment and offer a space for reflection and growth. It's also helpful to cultivate a mindset of curiosity towards your anxiety. Instead of viewing anxious moments as purely negative experiences, try to approach them with a sense of curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this feeling? And how can this experience help me grow? This shift in perspective can transform anxiety from a source of suffering into a catalyst for personal development. Another technique is cognitive restructuring, which involves challenging and changing unhelpful thought patterns. When you feel anxious, identify the thoughts contributing to your anxiety. Are they realistic? Are they based on assumptions or fears rather than facts? By questioning and reframing these thoughts, you can reduce their power over you. For example, instead of thinking, "I will fail at this task," you might reframe it to, "I will do my best, and I can learn from the outcome regardless." Therapy can also be an invaluable resource in this process. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for instance, is highly effective in helping individuals reframe their relationship with anxiety. A therapist can guide you in identifying the specific thoughts and behaviors that contribute to your anxiety and develop personalized strategies to address them. Therapy provides a supportive environment to explore your anxiety and its underlying causes, facilitating deeper learning and growth. Lastly, practicing self-compassion is crucial when dealing with anxiety. Recognize that anxiety is a common human experience and that it's okay to feel anxious. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. This compassionate approach reduces the additional layer of suffering that often accompanies anxiety, making it easier to learn from and manage your feelings. In summary, viewing anxiety as a teacher is about embracing it as a source of insight and growth, rather than an adversary to be feared. By reflecting on the messages and lessons anxiety offers, we can address underlying issues, develop new skills, and build resilience. This Stoic approach transforms anxiety from a paralyzing force into a powerful guide for personal development, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and our capacities. 5. Reframe your thoughts. Reframing your thoughts is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a powerful tool for overcoming anxiety. The way we interpret events significantly influences our emotional responses. By consciously changing our perspectives, we can alter how we experience and react to situations that cause us anxiety. This practice involves challenging and transforming negative, unhelpful thoughts into more positive and constructive ones. Consider the metaphor of a lens. If you look through a lens that is scratched or dirty, everything you see will appear distorted. Similarly, if your thoughts are clouded by negativity, your perception of events will be skewed, leading to heightened anxiety. Reframing your thoughts is akin to cleaning this lens, allowing you to see situations more clearly and accurately. One practical way to start reframing your thoughts is through cognitive restructuring, a technique commonly used in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. This involves identifying negative thought patterns, challenging their validity, and replacing them with more balanced and rational thoughts. For example, if you are anxious about a presentation at work, you might initially think, "I will mess up, and everyone will think I'm incompetent." This thought is both negative and unrealistic. By reframing it, you could say, "I've prepared well, and even if I make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. I can learn from it and improve." A key aspect of reframing is to recognize cognitive distortions, which are irrational thought patterns that contribute to anxiety. Some common distortions include catastrophizing, expecting the worst-case scenario, overgeneralizing, assuming that one negative event represents a pattern, and all-or-nothing thinking, seeing things in black and white terms. By identifying these distortions, you can challenge and change them. For instance, let's take catastrophizing. Imagine you've sent an important email and you haven't received a response. Your immediate thought might be, "They must be upset with me. I've probably ruined everything." This is catastrophizing because it assumes the worst possible outcome without evidence. To reframe this, you could consider other possibilities. Perhaps they are busy and haven't had time to respond. I'll give it a little more time and follow up if necessary. This reframed thought is more balanced and less anxiety-provoking. Journaling can be an effective tool for practicing cognitive restructuring. Write down your anxious thoughts and then challenge them by asking questions like, "Is this thought based on facts or assumptions?" And "What evidence do I have for and against this thought?" Next, create a more balanced thought that takes into account the evidence you've gathered. Over time, this practice helps to retrain your brain to think more rationally and positively. Visualization is another powerful method for reframing your thoughts. When you find yourself overwhelmed by anxiety, close your eyes and imagine a calm and safe place. Picture yourself in this place, feeling relaxed and at peace. Then, bring the situation causing you anxiety into this scene and observe it from a distance. This exercise can help you see the problem from a different perspective, reducing its emotional intensity. Another technique is to use positive affirmations to counteract negative thoughts. Affirmations are short, positive statements that you repeat to yourself to instill a more constructive mindset. For example, if you struggle with self-doubt, you might use affirmations like, "I am capable and confident," or "I handle challenges with grace and resilience." Repeating these affirmations, especially during stressful times, can help shift your focus from negative to positive thinking. Mindfulness meditation also plays a crucial role in reframing thoughts. By practicing mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts without judgment and create space between stimulus and response. This awareness allows you to catch negative thoughts as they arise and choose how to respond to them. Instead of automatically reacting with anxiety, you can pause, reflect, and reframe the thought in a more positive light. Engaging in activities that foster a growth mindset can further reinforce the practice of reframing. A growth mindset, as opposed to a fixed mindset, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. When faced with challenges, those with a growth mindset see opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. By adopting this mindset, you can reframe setbacks as learning experiences and reduce anxiety about failure. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can also aid in reframing your thoughts. Spend time with people who uplift and support you, and seek out content that inspires and motivates you. Positive environments help reinforce constructive thinking and provide a buffer against anxiety-inducing negativity. Reframing your thoughts requires practice and patience. It's a gradual process of retraining your brain to think in more balanced and rational ways. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and be kind to yourself during setbacks. Remember that changing thought patterns takes time, but with consistent effort, it becomes easier and more natural. In essence, reframing your thoughts is about taking control of your narrative. It empowers you to interpret events in ways that reduce anxiety and promote well-being. By challenging negative thoughts and replacing them with positive, constructive ones, you transform your mental landscape, paving the way for a calmer and more resilient mind. This Stoic practice not only alleviates anxiety, but also enhances your overall quality of life, allowing you to face challenges with greater confidence and clarity. 6. Accept fate, Amor Fati. Accepting fate, or Amor Fati, is a profound Stoic principle that teaches us to embrace everything that happens in life, both good and bad, as necessary and beneficial. This mindset encourages us to love our fate, seeing every event as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. By accepting and even loving our fate, we reduce resistance to life's inevitable ups and downs, which in turn diminishes anxiety and fosters inner peace. Imagine a river flowing steadily towards the sea. Along its journey, the river encounters rocks, twists, and turns. Instead of resisting these obstacles, it flows around them, incorporating them into its path. This is a metaphor for Amor Fati, accepting life's challenges as part of our journey rather than obstacles to our happiness. One way to practice Amor Fati is through daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on the events that occurred. Consider both the pleasant and the challenging experiences. Ask yourself how each event contributed to your growth and what lessons you can take from them. For example, if you faced a difficult situation at work, reflect on how it tested your patience or problem-solving skills. This practice helps you see the value in all experiences, reinforcing the mindset of embracing your fate. Another practical method is to incorporate Amor Fati into your language. When something unexpected or challenging happens, instead of reacting with frustration or disappointment, try saying, "This is my fate, and I embrace it." This simple phrase can shift your perspective from resistance to acceptance. Over time, this verbal reinforcement can help internalize the principle of loving your fate. Gratitude is closely linked to Amor Fati. Cultivating gratitude for all experiences, even the difficult ones, can help you embrace your fate more fully. Start a gratitude journal where you write down things you are grateful for each day. Include not only the positive events, but also the challenges. For instance, if you faced a setback, you might write, "I am grateful for the opportunity to learn resilience." This practice shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have gained, fostering a sense of acceptance and appreciation for your fate. Stoic visualization exercises can also reinforce Amor Fati. One such exercise is to imagine your life as a tapestry, with each thread representing an event or experience. Visualize both the light and dark threads and see how they weave together to create a complete and beautiful picture. This imagery helps you appreciate the role of both positive and negative experiences in shaping your life, encouraging you to embrace all aspects of your fate. It's also helpful to study historical and contemporary figures who exemplify Amor Fati. Reading biographies or listening to interviews with individuals who have faced significant adversity and emerged stronger can be incredibly inspiring. These stories often highlight how embracing fate can lead to profound personal growth and fulfillment. Reflecting on their journeys can motivate you to adopt a similar mindset in your own life. Practicing acceptance through mindfulness is another effective technique. When you encounter a challenging situation, pause and take a few deep breaths. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment and remind yourself that this experience is part of your journey. By staying present and accepting the moment as it is, you reduce the tendency to resist or become anxious about it. This mindful acceptance fosters a calm and resilient mindset. Engaging in physical activities that require endurance and resilience, such as long-distance running, hiking, or martial arts, can also teach you to embrace your fate. These activities often involve pushing through discomfort and challenges, mirroring the practice of Amor Fati. As you train your body to endure, you simultaneously train your mind to accept and embrace difficulties, reinforcing the Stoic principle. Another aspect of Amor Fati is to relinquish the need for control. Recognize that while you can control your actions and responses, you cannot control the outcomes. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of the rest, you reduce the anxiety that comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. This acceptance of uncertainty is at the heart of Amor Fati and leads to greater peace of mind. Embracing Amor Fati also means recognizing the impermanence of all things. Reflect on the transient nature of life and how everything, both good and bad, eventually passes. This awareness can help you appreciate the present moment and reduce anxiety about the future. When you understand that challenges are temporary, it becomes easier to accept and even embrace them. In your interactions with others, practice compassion and empathy, understanding that everyone is on their own journey with their unique challenges. By supporting others in their struggles and celebrating their successes, you reinforce the interconnectedness of all human experiences. This communal acceptance of fate fosters a supportive and understanding environment, reducing individual and collective anxiety. Ultimately, Amor Fati is about finding meaning and purpose in every experience. It is the recognition that each moment, whether joyful or painful, contributes to our growth and understanding. By loving your fate, you transform anxiety into acceptance, resistance into resilience, and uncertainty into opportunity. This Stoic principle empowers you to navigate life's unpredictability with grace and equanimity, fostering a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment. In essence, accepting fate through Amor Fati is a transformative practice that helps you embrace the totality of your life experiences. By seeing every event as a necessary part of your journey, you reduce anxiety and cultivate a resilient, grateful, and peaceful mindset. This Stoic approach not only enhances your ability to cope with challenges, but also enriches your appreciation of life's intricate and beautiful tapestry. 7. Virtue over outcome. The Stoic principle of prioritizing virtue over outcome is a powerful antidote to anxiety. It teaches us to focus on living in accordance with our values and doing our best in every situation, rather than becoming fixated on the results, which are often beyond our control. This shift in focus from outcomes to virtues helps to alleviate the pressure and fear associated with failure or uncertainty, fostering a sense of inner peace and resilience. Imagine a gardener who tends to their plants with great care and attention. They can control how much water and sunlight the plants receive, the quality of the soil, and the protection from pests. However, they cannot control the weather, disease, or unforeseen natural events. By focusing on the virtue of diligence and care in their gardening, rather than the outcome of a perfect harvest, the gardener finds satisfaction and peace in their efforts, regardless of the final results. To practice this principle in your own life, begin by identifying your core values. Reflect on what virtues are most important to you, such as honesty, kindness, perseverance, or courage. Write these down and consider how they can guide your actions and decisions. When you face a challenging situation, instead of fixating on the possible outcomes, ask yourself, how can I act in accordance with my values in this moment? This question shifts your focus to what you can control, your actions and intentions, rather than the uncontrollable outcomes. For instance, if you are preparing for a job interview, instead of obsessing over whether you will get the job, concentrate on embodying the virtues of preparation, confidence, and authenticity. Prepare thoroughly, practice your responses, and be true to yourself during the interview. By doing so, you align your efforts with your values and reduce the anxiety tied to the uncertainty of the outcome. Journaling is a valuable tool for reinforcing this focus on virtue over outcome. At the end of each day, reflect on your actions and decisions. Ask yourself how you lived according to your values and what you could improve. For example, if honesty is one of your values, consider instances where you were truthful and where you might have fallen short. This daily reflection helps to keep your values at the forefront of your mind, guiding your actions and reducing anxiety about outcomes. Another effective method is to practice self-compassion. Recognize that striving to live virtuously is a continuous journey, not a destination. There will be times when you fall short, and that's okay. Be kind to yourself and view these moments as opportunities for growth and learning. By focusing on the effort and intention behind your actions, you cultivate a sense of fulfillment and reduce the self-imposed pressure to achieve specific outcomes. Visualization can also support this practice. Before facing a challenging situation, take a few moments to visualize yourself acting in accordance with your values. Imagine the scenario in detail and see yourself responding with the virtues you hold dear. This mental rehearsal strengthens your resolve and prepares you to act virtuously in real-life situations, regardless of the outcome. Engaging with literature and philosophy can deepen your understanding and commitment to this principle. Reading about historical and contemporary figures who exemplified virtue over outcome can provide inspiration and practical insights. The stories of individuals like Socrates, Nelson Mandela, or Malala Yousafzai, who remained true to their values despite tremendous adversity, highlight the profound impact of prioritizing virtue over outcome. Reflecting on their journeys can motivate you to adopt a similar approach in your own life. Another practical approach is to set process-oriented goals rather than outcome-oriented ones. Instead of setting a goal to lose 10 pounds, set a goal to exercise 3 times a week and eat a balanced diet. This shift from focusing on the end result to the process encourages you to concentrate on actions that are within your control. By doing so, you reduce the anxiety associated with achieving specific outcomes and find satisfaction in the effort and discipline involved. Practicing gratitude is also essential. Take time each day to acknowledge and appreciate the virtues you exhibited and the efforts you made, regardless of the outcome. This practice fosters a positive mindset and reinforces your commitment to living virtuously. For example, if you value kindness and went out of your way to help a colleague, acknowledge that effort and be grateful for the opportunity to act according to your values. In social interactions, strive to recognize and appreciate the virtues in others. Complimenting and encouraging others for their virtuous actions rather than their achievements reinforces this principle within your community. This approach not only reduces competitive anxiety, but also fosters a supportive and value-driven environment. Mindfulness meditation is another valuable practice. By regularly meditating on your values and the concept of virtue, you deepen your connection to these principles. During meditation, focus on one value at a time, reflecting on its meaning and how you can embody it in your daily life. This mindfulness practice strengthens your resolve and clarity, helping you to act virtuously in challenging situations. Finally, seek feedback from trusted friends, family, or mentors about how well you are living according to your values. Constructive feedback can provide valuable insights and help you stay aligned with your principles. It also fosters accountability and growth, reinforcing your commitment to prioritizing virtue over outcome. In summary, focusing on virtue over outcome transforms your approach to life. By aligning your actions with your values and emphasizing effort and intention rather than results, you alleviate anxiety and cultivate a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. This Stoic principle empowers you to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and resilience, leading to a more meaningful and virtuous existence. By practicing and internalizing this approach, you not only enhance your personal well-being, but also contribute to a more value-driven and supportive community. 8. Premeditatio Malorum. Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils, is a Stoic practice that involves imagining potential challenges and adversities before they happen. This technique is not about dwelling on negativity, but preparing your mind to handle whatever life throws your way. By mentally rehearsing possible setbacks, you build resilience and reduce the impact of unforeseen difficulties. This practice helps you confront your fears directly, making you less susceptible to anxiety and more equipped to manage real-life challenges. Consider a mountain climber who plans to ascend a challenging peak. Before the climb, they carefully consider all possible obstacles, weather changes, equipment failures, or physical exhaustion. They plan for these contingencies, ensuring they are mentally and physically prepared. Similarly, Premeditatio Malorum allows you to anticipate difficulties and develop strategies to deal with them, transforming anxiety into preparedness. To start practicing Premeditatio Malorum, find a quiet space where you can reflect without interruptions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then, bring to mind a situation you are worried about. It could be an upcoming presentation, a difficult conversation, or a significant life change. Visualize the scenario in detail, including the aspects that make you anxious. Imagine the worst-case outcomes, what could go wrong, and how you would feel if these things happened. For example, if you are anxious about a job interview, imagine arriving late due to traffic, stumbling over your words, or not knowing the answers to key questions. As you visualize these scenarios, pay attention to your emotional reactions. Notice the fear, stress, or discomfort that arises. This awareness is crucial because it allows you to confront and understand your anxieties rather than avoiding them. Next, think about how you would respond to these worst-case scenarios. Develop practical strategies and solutions. If you imagine arriving late, consider leaving home earlier or having a backup plan. If you fear stumbling over your words, practice your responses and develop techniques to stay calm under pressure. By planning your responses, you turn your fears into actionable steps, reducing their power over you. Writing down your Premeditatio Malorum reflections can further solidify this practice. Create a list of potential challenges and your planned responses. This exercise not only helps you organize your thoughts, but also serves as a reference for future situations. Reviewing your list before a stressful event can remind you of your preparedness and boost your confidence. Incorporating this practice into your daily routine can build a habit of resilience. Each morning, take a few minutes to reflect on the day ahead. Consider the tasks and interactions that might cause you anxiety. Visualize possible difficulties and plan your responses. This daily ritual prepares your mind for the unexpected, making you more adaptable and less anxious throughout the day. Premeditatio Malorum can also be applied to broader life events. Consider major changes such as moving to a new city, starting a new job, or experiencing a personal loss. Visualize these events and their potential challenges. Acknowledge the emotions they stir up and think about how you would cope. This long-term application of Premeditatio Malorum helps you develop a robust mental framework for navigating life's significant transitions. Another effective approach is to share your Premeditatio Malorum practice with a trusted friend or mentor. Discuss your worries and potential challenges with them. Their feedback and perspective can offer new insights and strategies you might not have considered. This collaborative approach reinforces your resilience and builds a support network for facing challenges together. It's important to balance Premeditatio Malorum with positive visualization. While preparing for the worst, also take time to envision positive outcomes. Imagine yourself handling situations successfully and achieving your goals. This dual approach keeps your mindset balanced and prevents you from becoming overly focused on negative possibilities. Engaging in physical activities that test your limits can also reinforce this practice. Sports, martial arts, or endurance training expose you to physical and mental challenges, requiring you to anticipate and adapt to difficulties. These experiences translate into a stronger mental approach to life's challenges, making Premeditatio Malorum more intuitive. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of accepting what you cannot control. While Premeditatio Malorum helps you prepare for challenges, it also teaches acceptance. After visualizing and planning for potential difficulties, remind yourself that some outcomes are beyond your control. This acceptance reduces anxiety by shifting your focus from trying to control the uncontrollable to managing your responses. Reflecting on past experiences where you overcame challenges can bolster your Premeditatio Malorum practice. Recall times when you faced difficulties and how you handled them. Use these memories to remind yourself of your resilience and resourcefulness. This reflection builds confidence in your ability to cope with future challenges. Incorporating mindfulness into your Premeditatio Malorum practice enhances its effectiveness. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When visualizing potential difficulties, practice staying present and detached. Acknowledge your emotions, but do not let them overwhelm you. This mindful approach helps you maintain clarity and calmness when facing real-life challenges. In essence, Premeditatio Malorum is a proactive way to manage anxiety. By imagining potential challenges and preparing for them, you transform fear into readiness. This Stoic practice not only equips you to handle adversity, but also fosters a resilient and adaptable mindset. Embracing Premeditatio Malorum reduces the power of the unknown, empowering you to face life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. 9. Detach from external validation. Detaching from external validation is a core Stoic practice that emphasizes finding self-worth and contentment within ourselves rather than relying on the opinions and approval of others. This principle is particularly powerful for managing anxiety, as it shifts the focus from external judgments, which are beyond our control, to our inner values and actions, which we can influence. By detaching from the need for external validation, we cultivate a stable sense of self-worth and reduce the anxiety associated with seeking approval. Imagine an artist creating a painting. If the artist constantly worries about whether others will like the painting, their creative process becomes burdened with anxiety. They may second-guess their choices, doubt their abilities, and ultimately feel dissatisfied regardless of the outcome. However, if the artist focuses on the joy of creation and the expression of their vision, the process becomes fulfilling in itself. The opinions of others become secondary to the intrinsic satisfaction derived from the act of creation. To begin detaching from external validation, start by reflecting on your core values and what truly matters to you. Identify the principles that define your character, such as honesty, kindness, integrity, and perseverance. Write these values down and use them as a personal compass to guide your actions and decisions. When you face situations where you might seek external validation, ask yourself whether your actions align with your values. If they do, take solace in the knowledge that you are living authentically, regardless of others' opinions. A practical exercise to reinforce this mindset is to set goals based on personal growth rather than external recognition. For instance, instead of aiming to receive praise at work, set a goal to improve your skills, complete a project with excellence, or help a colleague. By focusing on intrinsic goals, you derive satisfaction from your efforts and progress rather than external accolades. Mindfulness meditation can also help in detaching from external validation. During meditation, practice observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Notice when you seek approval or worry about others' opinions. Acknowledge these thoughts and gently redirect your focus to your breath or a mantra that reinforces self-worth, such as, "I am enough," or "I value myself." Over time, this practice trains your mind to detach from the constant need for external validation and find contentment within. Another effective method is to engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment independently of others' opinions. Pursue hobbies, interests, or projects that resonate with your passions and values. Whether it's painting, writing, gardening, or playing a musical instrument, immerse yourself in activities that nurture your soul. These experiences provide a deep sense of satisfaction and reinforce the idea that your worth is not dependent on external approval. Building a supportive community of like-minded individuals can also help. Surround yourself with people who share your values and appreciate you for who you are, not for what you achieve or how you are perceived by others. This supportive network provides encouragement and reinforcement for your intrinsic worth, making it easier to detach from the need for validation from those outside your circle. Gratitude practice is another powerful tool. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you are grateful for about yourself. This could be qualities you appreciate, achievements you are proud of, or efforts you have made. By focusing on self-appreciation, you strengthen your internal sense of worth and reduce the reliance on external validation. Detaching from external validation also involves challenging societal and cultural norms that equate worth with success, appearance, or status. Reflect on the messages you receive from media, social networks, and even your immediate environment. Question the validity of these messages and whether they align with your values. By critically examining these influences, you can liberate yourself from unrealistic standards and find contentment in your authentic self. Practicing self-compassion is essential in this journey. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. When you find yourself seeking external validation, acknowledge this behavior without self-criticism. Understand that it's a natural human tendency, but gently remind yourself that true worth comes from within. This compassionate approach reduces the anxiety associated with seeking approval and fosters a healthier self-perception. Reflecting on historical and contemporary figures who embodied self-worth and integrity can provide inspiration. Consider the lives of individuals like Socrates, who remained steadfast in his principles despite public condemnation, or Malala Yousafzai, who advocates for education and justice despite opposition. Their stories highlight the power of living authentically and the fulfillment that comes from adhering to one's values. To further reinforce this principle, engage in acts of service or kindness that are aligned with your values. Helping others without seeking recognition or reward shifts the focus from yourself to the impact of your actions. This selfless approach reinforces the idea that your worth is defined by your character and contributions, not by external approval. Lastly, regular reflection and journaling can help maintain this mindset. Write about your experiences, thoughts, and feelings regarding external validation. Reflect on moments when you felt anxious about others' opinions and how you responded. Consider how aligning with your values made you feel. This ongoing practice helps you track your progress, understand your triggers, and reinforce the habit of finding self-worth from within. In summary, detaching from external validation is a transformative Stoic practice that fosters a stable and intrinsic sense of self-worth. By focusing on your values and actions rather than seeking approval from others, you reduce anxiety and cultivate inner peace. This shift in perspective empowers you to live authentically and confidently, embracing your true self and finding fulfillment in your intrinsic worth. 10. Use reason and logic. The Stoic principle of using reason and logic is a fundamental approach to managing anxiety. By applying rational thinking and logical analysis to our fears and worries, we can separate fact from fiction, reduce emotional overwhelm, and make more informed decisions. This practice involves questioning irrational thoughts, seeking evidence, and focusing on constructive solutions rather than succumbing to emotional reactions. Imagine you're walking through a forest and suddenly hear rustling in the bushes. Your immediate instinctive reaction might be fear, as your mind races with thoughts of dangerous animals. However, by using reason and logic, you can assess the situation more accurately. You might recall that the forest is home to many harmless creatures and that the likelihood of encountering a dangerous animal is low. This rational assessment helps to calm your fear and allows you to continue your walk with a clearer mind. To begin using reason and logic in your daily life, start by identifying the specific thoughts that trigger your anxiety. Write them down and examine each one critically. For example, if you have a thought like, "I'm going to fail this exam and ruin my future," break it down and analyze it logically. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that I will fail? What steps can I take to improve my chances of success? How realistic is it that one exam will determine my entire future? This process helps to dismantle exaggerated fears and replaces them with a more balanced perspective. Cognitive behavioral techniques are particularly effective in this practice. One such technique is the ABC model, which stands for Activating Event, Beliefs, and Consequences. First, identify the activating event that triggered your anxiety. Next, identify the beliefs or thoughts about the event. Finally, Examine the consequences or emotional and behavioral responses. By analyzing these components, you can identify irrational beliefs and replace them with more rational ones. For example, if you feel anxious about a presentation, your activating event might be the upcoming presentation itself. Your belief might be, if I make a mistake, everyone will think I'm incompetent. The consequence is anxiety and avoidance behavior. By using reason and logic, you can challenge this belief. Is it true that one mistake will make everyone think I'm incompetent? Have I seen others make mistakes and still be respected? How can I prepare to minimize mistakes and handle them if they occur? This rational analysis reduces the anxiety and helps you approach the presentation with greater confidence. Another practical approach is to engage in Socratic questioning, a method named after the Greek philosopher Socrates. This involves asking a series of questions to challenge irrational thoughts and uncover underlying assumptions. For instance, if you think, I can't handle this stress, ask yourself, what evidence supports this belief? What evidence contradicts it? What are some alternative perspectives? What is the worst that could happen, and how could I cope with it? By systematically questioning your thoughts, you reveal their irrational nature and develop a more logical and empowering mindset. Mindfulness practices can also complement this rational approach. During mindfulness meditation, observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When an anxious thought arises, notice it, but instead of reacting emotionally, apply reason and logic. Acknowledge the thought, analyze it, and decide whether it is rational or exaggerated. This mindful observation creates a mental space where you can respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Engaging in continuous learning and intellectual pursuits can further strengthen your reasoning skills. Reading books on philosophy, psychology, and critical thinking can provide valuable insights and tools for applying reason and logic to your life. Participating in discussions and debates with others can also hone your ability to think critically and articulate your thoughts clearly. This intellectual engagement reinforces the habit of rational analysis and reduces the tendency to succumb to irrational fears. Building a support network of rational and thoughtful individuals can also be beneficial. Surround yourself with people who encourage logical thinking and provide balanced perspectives. When you feel anxious, discussing your thoughts with them can offer new insights and help you see the situation more clearly. This collaborative approach reinforces the application of reason and logic in managing anxiety. Physical exercise, particularly activities that require strategic thinking and planning, can also support this practice. Sports like chess, martial arts, or team sports that involve strategy and coordination help develop your ability to think logically under pressure. These activities train your mind to stay focused and rational, even in challenging situations. Another valuable tool is keeping a thought journal. Each time you feel anxious, write down the triggering event, your initial thoughts, and your emotional response. Then, apply reason and logic to analyze these thoughts. Write down the evidence for and against your beliefs, and develop more balanced and rational perspectives. Reviewing your thought journal regularly can help you identify patterns and progress in your ability to manage anxiety through rational thinking. Reflecting on historical and contemporary figures who exemplify the use of reason and logic can provide inspiration. Think of scientists, philosophers, and leaders who faced immense challenges and relied on their rational thinking to navigate through them. Their stories demonstrate the power of reason and logic in overcoming obstacles and achieving success. Reflecting on their approaches can motivate you to adopt similar practices in your own life. Incorporating relaxation techniques such as deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation can also aid in maintaining a rational mindset. When you are physically relaxed, It is easier to think clearly and logically. These techniques help reduce the physiological symptoms of anxiety, creating a calmer mental state conducive to rational analysis. Finally, practice self-compassion and patience. Recognize that applying reason and logic to manage anxiety is a skill that takes time to develop. Be kind to yourself during this process and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step towards rational thinking reduces anxiety and strengthens your ability to handle life's challenges with clarity and confidence. In summary, using reason and logic is a powerful Stoic practice for managing anxiety. By questioning irrational thoughts, seeking evidence, and focusing on constructive solutions, you can reduce emotional overwhelm and make more informed decisions. This rational approach empowers you to navigate life's uncertainties with greater clarity and resilience, transforming anxiety into a manageable and even motivating force. 11. Gratitude practice. Gratitude practice is a powerful Stoic technique for overcoming anxiety, focusing on the positive aspects of life rather than dwelling on negatives. By regularly reflecting on what you are grateful for, you shift your mindset from scarcity and fear to abundance and appreciation. This practice can significantly reduce anxiety by grounding you in the present and fostering a sense of contentment and resilience. Imagine your mind as a garden. When you focus on negative thoughts and worries, it's like watering weeds that can quickly take over. Gratitude is like planting and nurturing flowers, bringing beauty and balance to your mental landscape. By intentionally cultivating gratitude, you create a mental environment where anxiety has less room to grow. To begin a gratitude practice, set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what you are thankful for. This can be done in the morning to start your day on a positive note, or in the evening to end the day with a sense of peace. Write down at least 3 things you are grateful for in a journal. These can be small, everyday occurrences or significant events. For example, you might be grateful for a kind gesture from a friend, a delicious meal, or the beauty of a sunset. Engaging all your senses can deepen your gratitude practice. When you list what you are grateful for, take a moment to fully experience the memory. If you are grateful for a walk in the park, recall the sights, sounds, smells, and feelings of that experience. This sensory immersion enhances your appreciation and makes the practice more impactful. Incorporate gratitude into your daily interactions. Express your appreciation to others regularly, whether through a heartfelt thank you, a note, or a simple acknowledgement of their efforts. This not only strengthens your relationships, but also reinforces your own sense of gratitude. When you make gratitude a part of your interactions, you create a positive feedback loop that enhances your well-being and reduces anxiety. Practicing gratitude can also involve reframing challenges as opportunities. When you face a difficult situation, try to find something to be grateful for within it. For instance, if you are dealing with a challenging project at work, you might be grateful for the opportunity to learn new skills or the chance to prove your capabilities. This shift in perspective helps to reduce anxiety by focusing on growth and positive outcomes rather than the stress of the situation. Meditation is another effective way to integrate gratitude into your life. During your meditation practice, focus on the things you are grateful for. Visualize them in detail and feel the gratitude in your heart. This meditation can help center your mind and calm your nervous system, reducing anxiety and promoting a sense of inner peace. Another approach is to create a gratitude jar. Each day, write down something you are grateful for on a slip of paper and place it in the jar. Over time, the jar will fill with positive reminders of your blessings. When you feel anxious or down, read through the slips to remind yourself of the abundance in your life. This tangible collection of gratitude can be a powerful tool for lifting your spirits and shifting your focus away from anxiety. Gratitude walks can also be beneficial. Take a walk outside and consciously look for things to appreciate. It could be the warmth of the sun, the sound of birds singing, or the vibrant colors of flowers. As you walk, silently or aloud, express gratitude for these observations. This practice not only boosts your mood, but also helps you stay present and connected to your environment. Engaging in acts of kindness is another way to cultivate gratitude. When you help others, you often gain a greater appreciation for your own circumstances and abilities. Volunteer your time, offer support to a friend, or perform small acts of kindness throughout your day. These actions create a sense of purpose and connection, which can counteract feelings of anxiety and isolation. Reflecting on past experiences where gratitude played a role can also strengthen your practice. Think about times when you faced challenges and found something to be grateful for. How did that gratitude impact your experience and outcome? Reflecting on these moments reinforces the value of gratitude and encourages you to apply it in future situations. It's important to note that gratitude practice is not about ignoring or suppressing negative emotions. Rather, it's about balancing your perspective by also acknowledging the positive aspects of your life. When anxiety arises, allow yourself to feel it and explore its sources, but also intentionally direct your focus towards gratitude. This balanced approach helps you build resilience and maintain a healthier, more positive outlook. Incorporating gratitude into your spiritual or philosophical reflections can further deepen its impact. Consider the Stoic concept of Amor Fati, or loving your fate. This principle encourages embracing all aspects of life, including its challenges, with gratitude. Reflect on how every experience, good or bad, contributes to your growth and character. This acceptance and gratitude for all of life's experiences can profoundly transform your relationship with anxiety. Engaging with literature and teachings on gratitude can provide additional inspiration and guidance. Read books, listen to podcasts, or watch talks on the topic to deepen your understanding and practice. Learning from others' experiences and insights can motivate you to maintain your gratitude practice and explore new ways to incorporate it into your life. Finally, practice self-compassion alongside gratitude. Be gentle with yourself on days when finding gratitude feels difficult. Understand that it's a practice and that some days will be easier than others. Celebrate your efforts and progress, no matter how small, and remind yourself that cultivating gratitude is a journey. In summary, gratitude practice is a powerful tool for reducing anxiety and enhancing overall well-being. By regularly reflecting on and expressing gratitude, you shift your focus from fear and scarcity to appreciation and abundance. This practice grounds you in the present moment, fosters a positive mindset, and builds resilience. Through daily reflections, mindful practices, and acts of kindness, you can cultivate a deep sense of gratitude that transforms your experience of life and helps you navigate challenges with greater ease and grace. 12. Daily reflection. Daily reflection is a Stoic practice that involves reviewing your thoughts, actions, and experiences at the end of each day. This routine helps you learn from your mistakes, reinforce positive behaviors, and align your actions with your values. By taking time to reflect, you gain insights into your patterns, reduce anxiety about unresolved issues, and cultivate a sense of continuous personal growth. Imagine a captain navigating a ship through open waters. Each evening, the captain reviews the day's journey, noting the challenges encountered, the course corrections made, and the progress achieved. This reflection helps to plan the next day's route, ensuring the ship stays on course. Similarly, Daily reflection helps you steer your life in alignment with your goals and values, learning from each day's experiences to navigate future challenges more effectively. To start a daily reflection practice, set aside a specific time each evening for quiet contemplation. Find a comfortable, distraction-free space where you can reflect on your day. Begin by taking a few deep breaths to center yourself and clear your mind. This moment of calm sets the stage for an honest and constructive review. One effective method is to keep a reflection journal. In your journal, write down the key events of your day, focusing on your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Consider the following questions. What went well today? What challenges did I face? How did I respond to these challenges? What could I have done differently? By answering these questions, you gain a deeper understanding of your behavior and its impact, helping you identify areas for improvement and growth. As you reflect, pay particular attention to your emotional responses. Note any moments of anxiety, anger, or frustration and explore their triggers. Understanding the root causes of your emotions helps you develop strategies to manage them more effectively in the future. For example, if you felt anxious during a meeting, reflect on what specifically caused that anxiety. Was it a fear of judgment, lack of preparation, or something else? Identifying these triggers allows you to address them directly, reducing their impact over time. Incorporating gratitude into your reflection practice can enhance its positive impact. After reviewing your day, take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate the good things that happened. Write down at least 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. This practice shifts your focus from negative events to positive ones, fostering a balanced and appreciative mindset. Another powerful aspect of daily reflection is setting intentions for the next day. Based on your reflections, identify specific actions you want to take or behaviors you want to improve. For example, if you notice that you were distracted during a conversation, set an intention to be more present and attentive the next day. By setting clear, actionable goals, you create a sense of purpose and direction for the following day, reducing anxiety about the future. Mindfulness meditation can complement your reflection practice. After journaling, spend a few minutes meditating on your reflections. Focus on your breath and let your mind settle. This practice helps integrate your insights on a deeper level, promoting a sense of inner calm and clarity. By combining reflection with mindfulness, you enhance your ability to stay present and grounded, even during stressful situations. Sharing your reflections with a trusted friend or mentor can provide valuable feedback and support. Discussing your experiences and insights with someone else offers new perspectives and reinforces your commitment to personal growth. This collaborative approach creates a supportive environment where you can learn from each other and hold each other accountable. It's also beneficial to periodically review your reflection journal. Look back at your entries from previous weeks or months to track your progress and identify recurring themes. This long-term perspective helps you see how far you've come and reinforces your dedication to continuous improvement. It also highlights patterns that may need more focused attention, guiding you in making more significant changes over time. To make daily reflection a sustainable habit, integrate it into your existing routine. For example, pair it with an evening ritual, such as having a cup of tea, reading a book, or practicing gentle yoga. By associating reflection with a relaxing activity, you create a positive and enjoyable experience that you are more likely to maintain. Technology can also support your reflection practice. Use apps designed for journaling and mindfulness to remind you to reflect each day and to provide prompts that guide your reflections. These tools can make the process more convenient and structured, helping you stay consistent with your practice. Reflecting on your progress and celebrating your achievements no matter how small, is essential. Recognize the positive changes you've made and the challenges you've overcome. Celebrating these successes boosts your confidence and motivation, reinforcing your commitment to the practice. Lastly, approach daily reflection with self-compassion. Understand that personal growth is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when reflection feels challenging, and that's okay. Be kind to yourself and recognize that every effort you make contributes to your overall growth and well-being. In summary, daily reflection is a powerful Stoic practice that fosters self-awareness, personal growth, and emotional resilience. By regularly reviewing your thoughts, actions, and experiences, you gain valuable insights that help you navigate life's challenges more effectively. This practice reduces anxiety by addressing unresolved issues, reinforcing positive behaviors, and aligning your actions with your values. Through journaling, mindfulness, and setting intentions, daily reflection becomes a cornerstone of a balanced and fulfilling life, guiding you towards continuous improvement and deeper self-understanding. 13. Keep a Stoic journal. Keeping a Stoic journal is a profound practice for cultivating resilience, self-awareness, and tranquility. It involves regularly writing down your thoughts, reflections, and insights based on Stoic principles. This habit helps you to internalize Stoic teachings, track your progress, and navigate life's challenges with a clear and calm mind. By documenting your journey, you can observe your growth over time and identify areas for further improvement. Imagine a sculptor working on a block of marble. Each day they carefully chip away at the stone, gradually revealing the masterpiece within. Similarly, keeping a Stoic journal allows you to refine your character and mindset, one entry at a time. Through consistent reflection and writing, you shape your inner life, uncovering wisdom and resilience. To start your Stoic journaling practice, choose a dedicated notebook or digital platform where you can write freely and regularly. Set aside time each day, preferably in the morning and evening, for your journaling. The morning session can help set your intentions and prepare your mind for the day ahead, while the evening session allows you to reflect on the day's experiences and lessons. Begin your morning journaling by setting a clear intention for the day. Reflect on a specific Stoic principle or quote that resonates with you. For example, you might choose a quote from Marcus Aurelius, such as, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Write down how you plan to embody this principle throughout the day. Consider potential challenges you might face and how you can apply Stoic wisdom to navigate them. Here's an example of a morning entry. Today, I will focus on maintaining control over my reactions and not letting external events dictate my mood. I will practice patience and understanding, especially in difficult conversations. I will remember Marcus Aurelius's words and strive to find strength within myself, regardless of external circumstances. In the evening, use your journal to reflect on the day's events and your responses. Write about the challenges you encountered, how you handled them, and what you learned. Be honest and compassionate with yourself. Acknowledge your successes and areas where you could improve. This reflection helps you to internalize lessons and reinforces your commitment to Stoic principles. Here's an example of an evening entry. Today, I faced a challenging situation at work. A colleague criticized my project, and initially, I felt defensive. However, I reminded myself of my morning intention and focused on staying calm and open-minded. I listened to their feedback and responded thoughtfully. While it was difficult, I'm proud of how I handled the situation. Tomorrow, I will continue to practice this approach and strive to improve my patience. In addition to daily reflections, your Stoic journal can include various exercises and prompts to deepen your practice. For example, you can write about specific virtues you want to cultivate, such as courage, wisdom, or temperance. Reflect on what these virtues mean to you and how you can embody them in your daily life. Set specific goals and track your progress over time. Another valuable exercise is to explore your reactions to past events. Choose a significant experience and analyze it through a Stoic lens. What were your initial thoughts and feelings? How did you respond? What could you have done differently? This retrospective analysis helps you to learn from past experiences and prepare for future challenges. Your journal can also serve as a space for Premeditatio Malorum, the practice of anticipating potential difficulties. Write about upcoming events or situations that might cause anxiety. Visualize possible obstacles and plan how you will respond using Stoic principles. This exercise builds mental resilience and reduces the impact of unforeseen challenges. For example, next week I have an important presentation. I'm worried about making mistakes or forgetting key points. To prepare, I will practice thoroughly and remind myself that my worth is not defined by this presentation alone. If challenges arise, I will stay calm and focus on delivering my message clearly. I will use this opportunity to practice patience and resilience. Incorporating quotes and passages from Stoic texts into your journal can provide inspiration and guidance. Reflect on how these teachings apply to your life and how you can embody their wisdom. Writing about these insights helps to deepen your understanding and reinforces your commitment to Stoic principles. Sharing your journaling practice with a community of like-minded individuals can also enhance your experience. Join a Stoic study group or online forum where you can exchange ideas, share your reflections, and gain new perspectives. Engaging with others who are on a similar journey provides support and motivation, enriching your practice. Over time, review your journal entries to track your growth and progress. Look for patterns and recurring themes in your thoughts and behaviors. Celebrate your successes and acknowledge the areas where you have made significant improvements. This retrospective analysis helps you to see the bigger picture of your journey and reinforces your commitment to continuous personal growth. Incorporating mindfulness into your journaling practice can further enhance its benefits. Before you begin writing, take a few moments to sit quietly and focus on your breath. This mindfulness practice helps to center your mind and create a space for honest and reflective writing. By combining mindfulness with journaling, you deepen your self-awareness and cultivate a calm and focused mindset. It's important to approach your journaling practice with patience and self-compassion. Understand that personal growth is a gradual process, and there will be days when reflection feels challenging. Be kind to yourself and recognize that every effort you make contributes to your overall well-being. Celebrate your dedication to the practice and the insights you gain along the way. In summary, keeping a Stoic journal is a powerful practice for cultivating resilience, self-awareness, and tranquility. By regularly reflecting on your thoughts, actions, and experiences, you internalize Stoic principles and navigate life's challenges with a clear and calm mind. This practice helps you to track your progress, learn from your experiences, and continuously improve. Through consistent journaling, you shape your inner life, uncovering wisdom and strength, and fostering a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace. 14. Memento Mori. Memento Mori, a Latin phrase meaning "remember you must die," is a Stoic practice that encourages us to reflect on the inevitability of death. While this might seem morbid at first, it is actually a profound tool for overcoming anxiety and living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. By acknowledging our mortality, we gain a clearer perspective on what truly matters, prioritize our time and energy, and live with greater intention and purpose. Imagine walking through a vast garden filled with beautiful flowers. Each flower blooms for a short time before wilting and making way for new growth. Similarly, our lives are temporary, but this impermanence gives them profound meaning and urgency. Reflecting on our mortality helps us appreciate the present moment and make the most of our time. To begin practicing Memento Mori, start by setting aside time each day for quiet reflection. Find a calm and comfortable space where you can contemplate without distractions. Begin with deep breathing to center yourself and clear your mind. Once you feel calm, reflect on the fact that your life, like all lives, is finite. This isn't meant to cause fear, but to inspire gratitude and clarity. One way to incorporate Memento Mori into your daily routine is by using visual reminders. Place an object that symbolizes mortality, such as a skull, hourglass, or dried flower, in a place where you will see it regularly. These reminders prompt you to reflect on the impermanence of life throughout your day. Each time you see the object, take a moment to appreciate the present and consider how you are spending your time. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for practicing Memento Mori. Each evening, reflect on your day and write about how the awareness of mortality influenced your actions and choices. Consider questions such as, did I make the most of my time today? Did I focus on what truly matters? How did the knowledge of my mortality shape my decisions? This reflection helps you align your daily life with your deeper values and priorities. For example, a journal entry might look like this. Today, I was mindful of the limited time I have. I chose to spend quality time with my family, appreciating our moments together. I also focused on my work with dedication, knowing that what I do should have meaning and impact. Reflecting on Memento Mori helped me let go of trivial worries and concentrate on what truly matters. Meditation is another effective way to practice Memento Mori. During your meditation, focus on the concept of impermanence. Visualize the natural cycle of life and death, seeing yourself as part of this continuous flow. Allow this awareness to deepen your appreciation for the present moment and the people in your life. This meditation fosters a sense of peace and acceptance, reducing anxiety about the future. Memento Mori can also influence your long-term goals and aspirations. Reflect on what you want to achieve and how you want to be remembered. Consider whether your current path aligns with these goals. If not, think about the changes you can make to ensure that you are living a life that reflects your true values and aspirations. This long-term perspective helps you prioritize meaningful activities and avoid distractions that do not contribute to your overall purpose. Incorporate Memento Mori into your decision-making process. When faced with a choice, ask yourself how this decision aligns with your awareness of mortality. Will it bring you closer to what truly matters? Will it contribute to your overall sense of fulfillment? This reflection helps you make decisions that are more aligned with your values and reduce anxiety about making the wrong choice. For example, if you are considering taking on a new project at work, reflect on whether this project will bring you personal and professional growth, or if it will simply add stress and take time away from what you value most. This awareness helps you make more intentional and meaningful choices. Engaging with literature, philosophy, and art that explore themes of mortality can also deepen your practice of Memento Mori. Read books, watch films, and appreciate artworks that reflect on life and death. These works can provide new insights and perspectives, enriching your understanding and appreciation of your own life. One such example is the work of the Roman philosopher Seneca, who often wrote about the brevity of life and the importance of living fully. Reflecting on his writings can offer profound insights and reinforce the practice of Memento Mori. Similarly, modern works like the poetry of Mary Oliver, which often contemplates the natural world and the passage of time, can inspire a deeper appreciation for the fleeting nature of life. Sharing your reflections on mortality with a trusted friend or community can also be valuable. Discussing these themes openly can reduce the fear and stigma associated with death and foster a supportive environment for contemplating life's deeper questions. These conversations can provide comfort, inspiration, and a sense of shared humanity. Practicing gratitude is closely linked to Memento Mori. Each day, reflect on the people, experiences, and aspects of your life that you are grateful for. Recognize that these are fleeting and precious, enhancing your appreciation for them. This gratitude practice helps to balance the contemplation of mortality with a positive and life-affirming mindset. Physical activities, such as spending time in nature, can also enhance your practice of Memento Mori. Nature's cycles of growth, decay, and renewal serve as a powerful reminder of life's impermanence. Spend time observing these cycles and reflect on how they mirror your own life. This connection with nature can provide a sense of peace and acceptance, reducing anxiety about the future. In summary, Memento Mori is a powerful Stoic practice that encourages reflection on the inevitability of death to inspire a more meaningful and intentional life. By acknowledging our mortality, we gain clarity on what truly matters, prioritize our time and energy, and reduce anxiety about the future. Through daily reflection, visual reminders, journaling, meditation, and open conversations, Memento Mori helps us live with greater purpose and appreciation. This practice not only enriches our own lives, but also deepens our connections with others, fostering a more compassionate and fulfilled existence. 15. Self-distancing. Self-distancing is a Stoic technique that involves viewing your problems from an outside perspective, almost as if they were happening to someone else. This practice helps reduce emotional intensity and allows you to analyze situations more objectively, making it easier to manage anxiety and make rational decisions. By stepping back from your immediate emotional reactions, you gain clarity and control over how you respond to life's challenges. Imagine watching a friend deal with a problem that is causing you stress. What advice would you give them? How would you view their situation differently from your own? This exercise of self-distancing helps you apply the same compassionate and rational perspective to your own issues, reducing the emotional weight they carry. To begin practicing self-distancing, start by identifying a situation that is causing you anxiety. Take a moment to describe the problem in detail, either in your mind or by writing it down. Once you have a clear picture of the issue, imagine that it is happening to someone else, perhaps a friend or a character in a story. What would you say to them? How would you advise them to handle the situation? For example, if you are anxious about an upcoming presentation, imagine a close friend is facing the same challenge. You might tell them to prepare thoroughly, practice their delivery, and remind them that it's normal to feel nervous. You would likely encourage them to focus on doing their best rather than striving for perfection. Applying this advice to yourself helps to reduce anxiety and builds confidence. Another technique is to refer to yourself in the third person or by your name when thinking about your problems. Instead of saying, "I am so stressed about this deadline," try saying, "John is feeling stressed about this deadline." This slight shift in language creates psychological distance from the problem, making it easier to approach it with a clear and calm mind. Writing letters to yourself can also be an effective self-distancing exercise. Write a letter as if you were advising a friend in your situation. Offer encouragement, practical advice, and compassion. Then, read the letter back to yourself. This exercise helps you internalize the supportive and rational perspective you would offer to others, applying it to your own circumstances. Mindfulness and meditation practices can further enhance self-distancing. During meditation, focus on observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Imagine that you are a neutral observer, watching your thoughts pass by like clouds in the sky. This practice helps you detach from your immediate emotional responses and view them from a more objective standpoint. Over time, this mindfulness enhances your ability to self-distance in everyday situations. Role-playing scenarios can also be a useful tool. If you are facing a difficult conversation or decision, practice the scenario with a friend or in front of a mirror, playing both yourself and the other person. This role-playing helps you see the situation from multiple perspectives, reducing the emotional charge and providing new insights into how to handle it. Engaging with stories and characters in books, movies, or plays can also aid in self-distancing. Notice how you empathize with characters and analyze their problems. Reflect on how you can apply the same level of empathy and analysis to your own life. This practice reinforces the habit of viewing your issues from an external perspective. Journaling is another powerful tool for self-distancing. Each evening, write about your day's challenges as if you were recounting them to a third party. Describe your thoughts, feelings, and actions in detail, then step back and analyze the situation. What patterns do you notice? How might an outside observer interpret these events? This reflective practice helps you gain clarity and reduces the emotional intensity of your experiences. Incorporating Stoic principles into your self-distancing practice can deepen its impact. Reflect on teachings from Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, who advocated viewing life's challenges from a cosmic perspective. Consider how your current problem fits into the broader context of your life and the world. This larger perspective can diminish the perceived significance of the issue, making it easier to manage. Physical exercise, especially activities that require focus and discipline, can also promote self-distancing. Sports like running, swimming, or martial arts demand concentration on the present moment and your immediate actions, creating a natural form of self-distancing from daily worries. This physical engagement helps clear your mind and provides a fresh perspective on your problems. Another practical approach is to set aside specific times for worrying. Allocate 10-15 minutes each day to focus on your worries and analyze them objectively. During this time, use self-distancing techniques to view your problems from an external perspective. Outside of this designated time, remind yourself to defer worrying until the next session. This practice helps contain and manage anxiety, preventing it from dominating your entire day. Discussing your problems with a trusted friend, mentor, or therapist can also facilitate self-distancing. They can provide an external perspective and help you see your situation more clearly. Sometimes, simply verbalizing your concerns to someone else can create the psychological distance needed to view them more objectively. Finally, practice self-compassion throughout your self-distancing efforts. Recognize that it's natural to feel strong emotions and that self-distancing is a skill that takes time to develop. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Self-compassion reduces the additional stress of self-criticism and supports a more balanced and constructive approach to managing anxiety. In summary, self-distancing is a valuable Stoic practice for reducing anxiety and gaining clarity. By viewing your problems from an external perspective, you reduce their emotional intensity and approach them more rationally. Techniques such as imagining a friend in your situation, referring to yourself in the third person, journaling, and mindfulness meditation can help you develop this skill. Incorporating Stoic principles and self-compassion further enhances the practice, leading to a more balanced and resilient mindset. Through consistent self-distancing, you gain greater control over your responses to life's challenges and cultivate a deeper sense of peace and well-being. 16. Embrace discomfort. Embracing discomfort is a core Stoic practice that involves intentionally exposing yourself to challenging or uncomfortable situations to build resilience and reduce anxiety. By deliberately stepping outside your comfort zone, you train your mind and body to handle adversity with greater ease. This practice helps you develop a stronger sense of self-discipline and adaptability, making it easier to face life's inevitable difficulties without being overwhelmed by anxiety. Imagine a blacksmith forging a sword. The repeated heating and hammering of the metal hardens it, making it strong and resilient. Similarly, exposing yourself to discomfort acts as a form of mental and emotional conditioning, strengthening your ability to cope with stress and adversity. To begin embracing discomfort, start by identifying small, manageable challenges that push you slightly beyond your comfort zone. These challenges should be difficult enough to be meaningful, but not so overwhelming that they cause undue stress. For example, if you are uncomfortable speaking in public, you might start by practicing in front of a mirror, then gradually progress to speaking in front of a small group of friends or colleagues. One practical method is to incorporate physical discomfort into your daily routine. Activities like cold showers, fasting, or intense exercise can be effective ways to build resilience. For instance, taking a cold shower each morning forces you to confront and endure physical discomfort, training your mind to stay calm and composed in the face of stress. This practice can enhance your ability to handle other forms of discomfort with greater ease. Fasting, whether intermittent or occasional, is another powerful way to embrace discomfort. By intentionally going without food for a set period, you develop self-discipline and an appreciation for abundance. This practice not only builds resilience, but also fosters gratitude for the everyday comforts you often take for granted. Fasting helps you recognize that you can endure more than you might think, reducing anxiety about potential hardships. Engaging in intense physical exercise, such as running, weightlifting, or martial arts, is another effective way to embrace discomfort. These activities push your body and mind to their limits, teaching you to stay focused and calm under pressure. The physical exertion releases endorphins, which can improve your mood and reduce anxiety. Regular exercise also enhances your overall physical and mental resilience, making it easier to cope with everyday stresses. Another approach is to practice voluntary simplicity or minimalism. Intentionally simplifying your lifestyle by reducing possessions, limiting entertainment, or living on a modest budget can expose you to discomfort while cultivating a sense of contentment and self-sufficiency. This practice helps you realize that happiness and well-being do not depend on external comforts, but on inner strength and adaptability. Social discomfort can also be a valuable area to explore. If you find social interactions anxiety-inducing, deliberately put yourself in situations where you need to engage with others. This could involve attending social events, initiating conversations with strangers, or joining clubs or groups that interest you. Each interaction builds your confidence and reduces the fear associated with social situations. Incorporating mindful reflection into your practice of embracing discomfort is essential. After each challenging experience, take time to reflect on what you learned and how you felt. Write about your experiences in a journal, noting any insights or progress you made. This reflection helps reinforce the benefits of the practice and encourages you to continue pushing your boundaries. For example, a journal entry might look like this. Today, I took a cold shower for the first time. It was incredibly uncomfortable at first, and I wanted to turn the water to warm, but I stuck with it. After a few minutes, I noticed that I was able to breathe through the discomfort and stay calm. I felt a sense of accomplishment afterward, and realized that I can endure more than I thought. I'll continue this practice to build my resilience. Practicing gratitude alongside embracing discomfort can also enhance its benefits. After facing a challenging situation, take a moment to express gratitude for the opportunity to grow and learn. This practice helps shift your focus from the discomfort itself to the positive outcomes it produces, reinforcing a growth-oriented mindset. Engaging with philosophical and literary works that explore themes of resilience and overcoming adversity can provide inspiration and guidance. Reading about historical figures such as Viktor Frankl or Nelson Mandela, who endured immense hardships with grace and strength, can offer valuable insights and motivation. Reflecting on their stories helps you appreciate the power of embracing discomfort and fosters a deeper sense of resilience. Sharing your experiences with a supportive community can also be beneficial. Join groups or online forums where you can discuss your challenges and progress with others who are on a similar journey. This shared experience creates a sense of camaraderie and accountability, making it easier to stay committed to the practice. It's important to approach the practice of embracing discomfort with self-compassion. Recognize that the goal is not to inflict unnecessary suffering, but to build resilience and reduce anxiety. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Acknowledge that growth takes time and that each step outside your comfort zone contributes to your overall strength and adaptability. In summary, embracing discomfort is a powerful Stoic practice that builds resilience, reduces anxiety, and enhances overall well-being. By intentionally exposing yourself to challenging situations, you develop the mental and emotional fortitude to handle life's difficulties with greater ease. Through physical challenges, social interactions, voluntary simplicity, and mindful reflection, you cultivate a strong sense of self-discipline and adaptability. This practice transforms your relationship with discomfort, turning it into a source of growth and empowerment. Over time, embracing discomfort helps you navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and grace, fostering a deeper sense of inner peace and resilience. 17. Set clear goals. Setting clear goals is a fundamental Stoic practice that provides direction, purpose, and motivation. By defining what you want to achieve and breaking it down into actionable steps, you create a roadmap for your personal and professional growth. Clear goals help you focus your efforts, manage your time effectively, and reduce anxiety by providing a sense of control and accomplishment. Imagine embarking on a journey without a map or destination in mind. You might wander aimlessly, unsure of which path to take or whether you're making progress. Setting clear goals is like plotting your course on a map, giving you a sense of direction and purpose. Each step you take brings you closer to your destination, providing clarity and reducing the uncertainty that often fuels anxiety. To begin setting clear goals, start by reflecting on your values and what you want to achieve in different areas of your life. Consider your personal development, career, relationships, health, and hobbies. Write down your goals for each area, making sure they align with your values and long-term vision. Be specific about what you want to achieve, why it matters to you, and how it will impact your life. For example, instead of setting a vague goal like improve my health, specify what that means for you. A clear goal might be, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week, to improve my cardiovascular health and increase my energy levels. This specificity makes your goal actionable and measurable, allowing you to track your progress and stay motivated.
Once you have identified your goals, break them down into small, manageable steps. This process makes large or long-term goals less daunting and more achievable. For each goal, list the specific actions you need to take to achieve it. Create a time for completing these actions and set milestones to mark your progress. Break goals into smaller steps helps you stay focused and organized, reducing the overwhelm that can lead to anxiety.
For instance, if your goal is to write a book, break it down into smaller tasks, such as outlining the chapters, writing a certain number of words each day, and setting deadlines for completing each section. This approach keeps you on track and provides a clear path to follow, making the overall goal more manageable. Using tools and systems to track your goals can enhance your practice. Consider using a planner, digital app, or goal-setting journal to record your goals, action steps, and progress. These tools provide a visual representation of your journey, helping you stay organized and accountable. Regularly reviewing your goals and updating your progress keeps you engaged and motivated, reinforcing your commitment to achieving them. Incorporating reflection into your goal-setting practice is crucial. Set aside time each week to review your progress, celebrate your achievements, and identify any obstacles or adjustments needed. Reflect on what worked well and what could be improved. This reflection helps you stay aligned with your goals and maintain a flexible approach, adapting to any changes or challenges that arise. For example, you might write in your journal, "This week, I successfully completed my workout routine 5 times and noticed an increase in my energy levels. However, I struggled with staying consistent in my writing schedule. I will adjust my daily routine to dedicate the first hour of my morning to writing, ensuring I start the day focused and productive." Visualization is another powerful technique to support your goal-setting practice. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself achieving your goals. Picture the steps you need to take and imagine the positive outcomes of your efforts. This mental rehearsal reinforces your commitment and helps you stay focused on your goals, reducing distractions and anxiety. Engaging with a supportive community can also enhance your goal-setting practice. Share your goals with friends, family, or mentors who can provide encouragement, feedback, and accountability. Joining groups or forums related to your goals can offer additional support and inspiration, helping you stay motivated and connected to like-minded individuals. Balancing ambition with realism is important when setting goals. While it's essential to challenge yourself, setting overly ambitious goals can lead to frustration and burnout. Be honest with yourself about what is achievable given your current resources and circumstances. Setting realistic and attainable goals ensures steady progress and maintains your motivation, reducing the anxiety associated with unrealistic expectations. Self-compassion is a vital component of the goal-setting process. Understand that setbacks and obstacles are a natural part of any journey. When you encounter difficulties, treat yourself with kindness and patience. Reflect on what you can learn from the experience and adjust your approach if needed. This compassionate perspective helps you stay resilient and committed, reducing the pressure and anxiety often associated with goal setting. For example, if you miss a workout or fail to meet a writing deadline, instead of criticizing yourself, acknowledge the challenge and recommit to your goal. You might say, "I didn't meet my writing goal today, but I can adjust my schedule and prioritize writing tomorrow. I'm committed to making progress even if it's slower than I planned." In summary, setting clear goals is a powerful Stoic practice that provides direction, purpose, and motivation. By defining your objectives, breaking them into actionable steps, and using tools to track your progress, you create a structured approach to personal and professional growth. Regular reflection, visualization, and community support reinforce your commitment and help you stay on track. Balancing ambition with realism and practicing self-compassion ensures steady progress and resilience, reducing the anxiety associated with achieving your goals. Through this practice, you navigate life's journey with clarity and confidence, turning aspirations into reality and fostering a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. 18. Limit exposure to stressors. Limiting exposure to stressors is a key Stoic practice for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded with information, demands, and distractions that can contribute to anxiety and overwhelm. By identifying and reducing exposure to these stresses, you create a more peaceful and focused environment, allowing you to concentrate on what truly matters and reducing unnecessary anxiety. Imagine living in a house with constant noise from traffic, construction, and loud neighbors. This noise makes it difficult to relax, think clearly, or sleep well. Similarly, constant exposure to stresses in your life can disrupt your mental and emotional balance. By identifying and limiting these stresses, you create a quieter, more serene environment where you can thrive. To begin, take inventory of the various stresses in your life. These can include environmental factors like noise and clutter, as well as mental and emotional stresses like negative news, social media, and demanding relationships. Write down all the sources of stress you can think of, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem. For example, your list might include overcrowded email inbox, constant notifications from social media apps, negative news stories, cluttered living space, toxic relationships or interactions, overcommitment to social activities. Once you have identified your stressors, prioritize them based on their impact on your well-being. Which ones cause you the most anxiety or disruption? Focus on addressing these high-impact stressors first. For instance, if you find that constant notifications from your phone are a major source of stress, start by adjusting your notification settings. Turn off non-essential notifications and schedule specific times to check your email and social media, rather than allowing constant interruptions. This simple change can significantly reduce the mental clutter and anxiety caused by digital distractions. Another effective approach is to limit exposure to negative news. While staying informed is important, excessive consumption of distressing news stories can contribute to feelings of helplessness and anxiety. Set boundaries for your news consumption, such as limiting it to a specific time of day or choosing reputable sources that provide balanced reporting. Consider taking regular breaks from the news to give your mind a chance to rest and recover. Creating a peaceful and organized living space is also crucial for reducing stress. Clutter can be a constant source of low-level stress, making it difficult to relax and focus. Take time to declutter and organize your home, creating an environment that feels calm and inviting. This process can be done gradually, starting with one room or area at a time. The goal is to create a space that supports your well-being and allows you to recharge. For example, you might start with your bedroom, ensuring it is free of unnecessary items and creating a serene atmosphere for sleep. Then, move on to other areas like your living room and workspace, organizing and simplifying as you go. The act of decluttering itself can be therapeutic, providing a sense of accomplishment and control. Limiting exposure to toxic relationships is another important step. Reflect on your interactions and identify any relationships that consistently cause stress or negativity. While it may not be possible to completely avoid certain individuals, especially in a work setting, you can set boundaries to protect your well-being. This might involve limiting the amount of time you spend with them, clearly communicating your needs and boundaries, or seeking support from others to navigate challenging interactions. If social commitments are a source of stress, practice saying no to activities that do not align with your values or contribute to your well-being. It's important to prioritize your time and energy, focusing on activities and relationships that bring you joy and fulfillment. By being selective about your commitments, you reduce the overwhelm and anxiety that come from overcommitting. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can also help you manage and reduce exposure to stresses. Regular mindfulness practice trains your mind to stay present and focused, making it easier to handle stress and distractions. Meditation provides a mental reset, helping you release tension and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Incorporate mindfulness techniques into your daily routine, such as mindful breathing, body scans, or guided meditations. Another strategy is to create routines that support your mental and emotional well-being. Establishing consistent daily routines for activities like waking up, exercising, eating, and winding down helps create structure and predictability, reducing stress and promoting a sense of calm. These routines can act as anchors throughout your day, providing stability and reducing the impact of external stresses. Engaging in hobbies and activities that bring you joy and relaxation is also crucial for managing stress. Identify activities that help you unwind and recharge, whether it's reading, gardening, painting, or spending time in nature. Make time for these activities regularly, prioritizing them as essential components of your self-care routine. Reflecting on your values and aligning your actions with them can further reduce stress. When your daily activities and commitments are in harmony with your core values, you experience a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. Take time to identify your values and assess how well your current lifestyle aligns with them. Make adjustments as needed to ensure you are living in accordance with what matters most to you. For example, if health and well-being are important to you, prioritize activities that support these values, such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep. If relationships and community are important, focus on building and nurturing meaningful connections. In summary, limiting exposure to stresses is a vital Stoic practice for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. By identifying and reducing sources of stress in your life, you create a more peaceful and focused environment. Techniques such as managing digital distractions, setting boundaries for news consumption, decluttering your living space, and prioritizing supportive relationships help reduce anxiety and promote a sense of calm. Incorporating mindfulness, creating supportive routines, and engaging in joyful activities further enhance your ability to manage stress and maintain balance. Through this practice, you cultivate resilience and inner peace, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and clarity. As you've journeyed through these 18 Stoic solutions for overcoming anxiety, we hope you found practical tools and profound insights to guide you towards a calmer, more resilient life. The path of Stoicism is one of continual growth, learning, and self-discovery, and each step you take brings you closer to inner peace and fulfillment. Your thoughts and experiences are incredibly valuable. We invite you to share your reflections, insights, and questions in the comments below. Let us know which Stoic practices resonate with you the most and how you plan to incorporate them into your daily life. Your journey can inspire and support others who are walking the same path. If you've made it this far, comment, "I choose strength and serenity." Your commitment to personal growth and resilience is truly empowering, and we are honored to be part of your journey. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoic wisdom. Together, we can transform anxiety into a source of strength and live with the grace and fortitude of true Stoics.